Well, guys, we have an epic case of F around and find out. How many times, guys, did insane people try to assassinate President Trump last year? Yeah, two people found out. One of them actually got their brains blown out. He actually got shots off and he actually killed a man. President Trump got shot in the ear. He stood up like a man and said, "Fight, fight, fight." And the assassin, well, he's probably in a very, very hot place right now. A place that I don't think anyone would want to go to. Then you had the lunatic that was actually on a golf course in Florida. He found out too. Secret Service caught him. He ran off and then they arrested him. Some's telling me he's probably never getting out of prison. Okay. Well, guess what happened, folks? This one guy, this black scumbag, decided to actually go on, I believe, TikTok and call for the assassination of President Trump. Now, this is actually on social media, folks. On social media. It did not work out in his favor, folks. It did not work. Why would you actually do that? Why would you actually call for the assassination of any president? You don't have to like Trump. I didn't like Biden for sure. The worst occupier ever in my lifetime, for sure, in the Oval Office. I would never, ever call for Biden to be assassinated. Never. It would upset me if that was to happen. Even though I'm not a supporter of his politics or anything like that. You shouldn't be calling to assassinate the president. But some of these people, man, have severe Trump derangement. Severe. Well, guess what? This man's going down. He's going down in flames. And also, another person too, Judge Janine announced it as well. We'll get to her as well. Let's go ahead and get into this. Right over here, guys. Georgia man arrested for threatening to assassinate President Trump. Now, his name is Jawan. I guess that's the way you pronounce his name. Jawan Rashawn Porter. That's his name right there. That's him. A Georgia man was arrested on federal charges Friday for making threats against President Donald Trump during a live TikTok broadcast. Jawan Rashawn Porter faces charges of knowingly and willfully making a threat against the President of the United States. According to a press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Georgia. Porter's comments during the live stream included, quote, "So there's only one way to make America great, and that is putting a bullet in between Trump's eyes." He actually says it, folks. I'm going to kill Donald Trump. I'm going to put a 7.62 bullet inside his forehead. And he later declared, I'm going to watch him bleed out and I'm going to watch him die. I'm going to do that. Wow. I guess he ain't talking so tough now. I guess he's not talking so tough now because they got him. U.S. Attorney Theodore S. Hertzberg described the allegations as serious and required a swift, decisive, and collaborative response. He added, "We do not tolerate threats against public officials or law enforcement officers, and Porter will now face the consequences of his actions." It is alleged that on July 26, 2025, Porter allegedly joined a TikTok live stream about Trump captioned Alligator Alcatraz, commenting, quote, "So there's only one way to make America great, and that is putting a bullet in between Trump's eyes." When asked by the live stream host about federal agents coming to his door, Porter allegedly said, "I'm going to kill them too." Wow. So not only did he threaten the president, but also the feds. Well, guess what? He got taken down. He got taken down. This man should not be released. Porter was taken into custody and is currently detained pending further proceedings. During a search of Porter's apartment, Authorities found pistol ammunition, 2 pipes, and tannerite, an explosive. Porter has prior convictions for terroristic threats. Wow. Influencing a witness, mutiny in a penal institution, drug possession, battery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and domestic violence, the DOJ said, noting that Porter is currently on probation. Wow. Well, I consider his probation over with, man. He's going down big time for this. Big time for this. Some people may say, oh, it's just talk. Nah. Not with this guy's history, man. Not with this guy's history. They got him, man. Boy, he should be locked up for decades upon decades. I mean, you just don't do that, man. You don't make a threat against the president. And did it on purpose. Then he said, I'm going to kill the federal agents too. Well, he wasn't talking so tough, man, when they came knocking on his door. They got him. But also over here, man, look at this. U.S. attorney announces arrest of New York woman who traveled to D.C. and threatened to kill Trump. And this woman, I couldn't find a picture of her. Can't find it anywhere. But her name is Natalie Rose Jones. And she is now in custody, man. Let's listen into Judge Janine. I know she's U.S. attorney, but everybody knows Judge Janine. She makes the announcement here. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. It's Judge Janine. I just wanted to let you know here from the United States Attorney's Office in D.C. that an individual by the name of Natalie Rose Jones is now in custody, charged with 2 federal crimes for knowingly and willfully threatening to take the life of the President of the United States. She did come from New York to Washington, D.C., and she has been threatening and calling for the removal of the president, and even worse, as she got to D.C., her threats were on Facebook and Instagram, and she continued to call the president a terrorist and was working to have him eliminated. She is now in custody. She will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah. This is what Trump derangement does to your mind, folks. This is what it does, man. Cure yourself of Trump derangement. But back to this guy right here. I mean, he's just a straight up criminal, man. This dude has a criminal history. He's been convicted of terroristic threats. Now, my question is, I mean, why is this man out on the streets? I mean, he's been convicted of terroristic threats, influencing a witness, mutiny in a penal institution, drug possession, battery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, domestic violence. Newsflash, there's no helping this guy. Lock this man up and throw away the key. Lock him up, throw away the key, never let him out again. That's what you need to do, man. When you have a rap sheet that long, guess what? There's no helping you. This man doesn't want to be reformed. He's just a bad guy. Let this man burn, man. Throw him in solitary forever. Throw away the key. That'll keep people safe, man. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.